Well, welcome to MaxspeedTV, Bobby, with all the freaking hobbies and freaking gremlins and headaches. Finally got this puppy back on the air after some crazy update that screwed everything up. But never fear, because Rudy's the man. He fixed it, and we're running. If you guys are out there watching this, give me a little type in YouTube. Let me know you hear it, you see it, it's okay. A little feedback will be much appreciated. Anyway, welcome to the Lucky Dog series. Saturday night. Yeehaw. What a freaking time I'm having, huh? 6 out of 75 in the books already. The good news is we're still going to see our race. Looks like Jacob Edson is leading the show right now on the bottom line in the 44. Paul Witt 429 is sitting up on the high side. As you can see, the 429, Mr. Paul Witt right there. MaxspeedTV teammate behind him, Mr. Cody Nagels. Going 3 wide out of top, sure, why not? The 43, Sandy Curtis, he ain't afraid to do it, he'll do her. He's going to bring this 71 and Mr. Dirty Don Davis with him. Who doesn't love a little bit of Dirty Don, huh? I do. Oh, good. Out there in YouTube land, give me some feedback. I've been having some issues here. I want to make sure the volume and the screen and picture looks okay. A little help would be appreciated. It'd be different if I was asking for your firstborn, but I'm not. Just want to know if you can see the good picture and you can hear everything okay. What a nightmare it's been today. Nagels in the middle. Would love anything to inch out in front of his teammate in the 429. Drop it in the rocking chair, but he ain't going to do it because Jacob Edson's not going to allow him as he's pushing. Rudolph Gumbo's got his nose buried. Right there on the back bumper, Nagels. Appreciate the feedback. Still 3 wide. I said it once and I'll say it again. This place is plenty wide enough for 3 wide easily. These guys can make it 4 wide if they really wanted to. The track's as wide as the backside of your mother-in-law. Paul Witt's still on the bottom. Edson right there being the pusher. Right behind him is the 777 threat of Mr. Michael Pegg. One thing about this league, I'm going to tell you right now, in case you don't really know it. If you get a lap down with these guys, you're going to play hard place to get it back, because you hardly ever see a caution from these guys. Yeah, you might see one, but you really want to take that chance? Now, some of these guys that hang back way back in the back, and they'll watch things go for a while. Dirty Don, he's backed all the way back here. Here he is in the 13th. He was up there battling. Dirty Davis, they call him. It's really Dirty Don. 09. I believe it's Steven Ferguson. Hanging right up here with the big boys. And take a look at Thomas Holder right here. Continuing on his good fortune. He can get her done. He's riding on a high. And right behind him, Mr. Brian Pierce. Well, out of 75 in the books, caution free. Wow, look at the run Edson's got up top with Nagels doing the pushing. Gonna drop him right into the rocking chair in front of Paul Witt. Thank you very much. Edson loving the rocking chair. Safe as in your mama's arms when you're down there on that bottom line. As you can see, Paul Witt sneaking up. He's going to hook up with a teammate, Mr. Nagels. Maybe he can push you back up around the 44 of Edson and he can drop back down again. Riding around with Mr. Nagels in the 6 machine. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy you want to thank who's got this broadcast fixed for me is going to be Mr. Rudy Cummins, the main man, the guy that started MaxspeedTV broadcasting. Rudy, I owe you $1 million, son.
Hey, no problem, buddy. Anytime. You know that. I'm good.
We only missed 5 laps, so all is well here.
Yeah. Well, it happens. You know, that's the thing that people don't understand. Things happen in the real world. It's going to happen. Whether you're going to have internet problems or computer issues or updates, and sometimes it just really plays havoc with all of our instruments that we use for this broadcasting. So you have to kind of understand all that. So, but man, it looks like a good race shaping up so far.
Yeah, it's a good race, no doubt. You got the MaxspeedTV boys on the outside. I'll tell you who I've really been impressed with. I've been really impressed with 3 drivers throughout the rest of this entire season this year, and the 3 drivers is going to be Jacob Edson, Thomas Holder, and Brian Pierce. All 3 of those cats I've been extremely impressed with, and right now Edson's leading the show.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I just want everybody to understand this, because I'm in contact with the guy every day, okay? But Michael Pegg has been working very diligently with just those 3 names you just named, okay, to try to get them to victory lane. And you're probably going to see it again tonight. Michael's not here to win tonight. He's here to help. And those 3 guys are right on his radar.
You bet they are. It's like they're Siamese twins. They're all hooked together, and they ain't coming apart.
Yeah, yep. No, and he's not going to leave out his teammates there, Cody and let's see who else is in there. There's oh man, Dirty Dawn's in there. Yeah, Gary. I didn't see Gary. Where's Gary at? Gary's not in there tonight.
Nah, Slipinski's not in here. Here comes the first bunch of guys coming in. Holder's going to be bringing them in. Edson's going to come in with them as well. Looks like a very clean first pit stop. And we talk about this all the time, Rudy. Pit stops. You can't practice a green flag pit stop. It's simple. It can't be done. Not with all the cars coming down.
All right.
You got to watch so many different factors. You don't want to hit nobody. You don't want to get hit. You don't want to get caught speeding. You don't want to miss your pits and have to back up. I mean, all those things can screw you, especially here at Lucky Dog Racing, because you hardly see a caution.
Yep.
You get a lap down like a click of a finger when you make those mistakes, as the rest of the guys are coming in now.
Well, it looks like a very clean pit stop there. Jacob Edson, first one in, first one out. But leaders are going to be Well, we got a couple guys that are staying out. Joel Guy and Chris Hogue looks like they're staying out. Joel Guy going to lead his first lap of the race, but Paul Witt and crew are coming in for their first round pit stop.
Yeah, everybody came in that second round. They came in extremely clean, no issues whatsoever. And that's what you got to see. Now, I'm imagining probably Joel Guy and Chris Hogue are out here running around. They can get a little bit of points, perhaps, maybe, for leading a lap or so. But one thing that I noticed in super speedway racing, the more friends you got going into the pits with, the better you're going to be off coming out and being on the track.
Oh, that's an absolute given right there. I mean, now these guys are going to probably, that's not good. Chris Hogue's going to stay out there by himself. Joel Guy's coming in by himself. That's not good. They should have stuck together.
Man, you want to talk about being the ugly woman not picked at the prom to dance with? That's exactly what just happened to Chris Hogue and to Joel Guy. You split up the two ugly ones, and now nobody wants nothing to do with them, and they're not going to be able to chase anybody down to help them out. So they're hurting.
My God. I can't believe you said that.
You know me. I'm the bad boy of broadcasters. Now I'll tell you what, Paul Witt and Cody Nagels, he better hang on, because Michael Pegg and his boys is coming and coming hard.
Yeah, Jacob Edson leading that parade. They're about to pass him up and take over the lead there on that outside.
I have been so impressed with Edson, and not been able to interview him when he does win a race, because he's usually up and out of here quickly. But I would love to get a chance to talk with him a little bit. And I'll tell you, the most humblest guy out here right now has been that Thomas Holder right there. I thought he was going to pull another victory out the other night, and that'd have been 2 here in this one season. This guy is ecstatic to be out here, and he is on cloud 9.
Well, I think one of these days you're probably gonna get a chance to interview Jacob Edson there for victory, but some guys just don't like to be interviewed. I don't know what there is about that.
I don't know. I'm a happy, loving kind of guy. Who doesn't want to talk to me?
That is true.
I just don't get it. I have got the face for broadcasting, Rudy.
You do?
I've got the face for both of us do.
I don't know. I'm pretty old.
Well, I'm right with you. Nagel's on the bottom with his teammate Paul Witt hanging in a rocket chair, loving every minute of it. But you know what? Michael Pegg's about ready to put a damper on that little parade, because he just shoved the 44 of Edson right down into the bottom in front of him.
Yeah, Michael right now, he's going to bring Thomas Holder right along with him. That's going to be a front row that's going to be, to be reckoned with right there. And I don't know if anybody's got Paul Witt sitting there licking his chops right now. He would love to be up there right in the midst of that, but there he is sitting in, about 4th or 5th, right in behind Cody Nagels there on the bottom. That kind of boxes him in.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of thinking, to be honest with you, I'm thinking Paul Witt and Cody Nagels are saying, what in the heck is going on? These guys are coming right up and going right around us like we're going backwards.
Yes, sir.
And that's all got to do with that 777 machine. I mean, this man, he can push.
Yeah, he sure can.
And the guys that we mentioned that he was working with and teaching on these super speedways, well, look at them. They're all up here in the front.
And another guy to watch out for, he's got a victory under his belt this season.
Dirty Don.
Dirty Don, yes, he is definitely, man, I'll tell you, he's tasted that victory. He's found the road to victory lane, and now he wants to get back in it again. There he is, just creeped into 6th place.
There he is, right off the bumper of the 00 Thomas Holder. We're riding on the roof cam watching him.
Cody Nagels just dove to the outside. Wow, that was crazy.
I think Nagels is saying, where are these guys coming from? What's the common denominator? Well, I'm going to tell you, that 777 is the common denominator, and he realized it, and he just went right straight up the track, get right in front of him, and says, you know what? Your happy little butt can push me around here now.
Hey, iBog was in there. That's the guy that built these overlays. Well, not the ones you're using, but the ones I use. He's the one that built the overlays for MaxspeedTV.
Who was it?
Jason Allison, ibog.co.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Jason Allison.
Jason, yeah, he was the one that actually, when I first got on the air, I was asking for a little help on YouTube to let me know the sound and picture looked really good. And he was kind enough to tell me I can sit back and take a deep breath. Everything looks good.
Yep, I'm watching it too. Everything looks great. I'm glad we got that figured out. And
we figured it out in 2 minutes.
I wanted to give a shout out to Kevin Nagels in chat there too, man. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, buddy? That's Cody's dad.
Oh, yeah, he's, I like to say he's a big fan of mine, but he's a fan of his kid, and I happen to broadcast everything he races. Plus, he's also a driver for us as well, so never a dull moment.
You can't beat the looks of that MaxspeedTV car sitting there in the number 6 right in front.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful looking car. Oh, Michael Pegg dropped it down to the inside. I think they're getting ready for second. No, they're not getting ready for second round pits yet. No, they got about another 10 laps.
They got another 10 laps or so to go. Now, I've noticed something is a myth, and I don't know what it is. But Paul Witt had to come in, and he just came back out.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know what had happened. Now, Paul's another painter we've got. And as you can see right here, I mean, that is a really cool looking car. But yeah, something's happened with him, and I don't quite know what it was, but he is definitely off the pace. He had to come into the pits. He had to use a fast repair, actually. It shows here he did. So I don't know what happened.
There is some different things that we don't really usually like to talk about too awful much. But there is some glitches in iRacing that, and I'm not saying this is the case in what happened to Paul Witt, but sometimes when you pit, it doesn't give you the full load of fuel. I've seen guys that maybe it only gave them a half a tank of fuel.
Right.
Maybe he's doing this to get off pit cycle. I doubt that. Because I don't think he would take a chance on pitting by himself, because he's about to get eaten alive by the lead pack right now. So I really don't know what happened there. If we get a chance to talk to him, we ought to maybe try to get a word in with him.
I will, but you know what I always say in my broadcast? These guys are about ready to pounce on him like a fat lady on a Sunday.
That's right.
And he keeps it way up high out of the way, so he is going to go a lap down, and he'll sneak right in behind him. Now, I can guarantee you, there's two cats out here who would love nothing more than to see a caution. And that will be the lap downer of Paul Witt and this Kendall Craft in the number 3 here. Actually, it's the 41 on the track, but it's the number 3 on my telemetry.
Kevin says his wife is a big fan of yours, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Gina.
Gina's her name, yeah.
Gina likes me. All right.
I know. Kevin, who doesn't like Bobby, right? he's amazing. Amazing.
I got 2 fans I know of then. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
I don't know. Michael Pegg's staying out front because Kevin Nagels, his boy Cody, has got his nose buried in that rear bumper of the 777.
Well, they're lined up single file there, and that's what I was kind of wondering about, if there was, if they were going to plan on maybe a short pit stop here, but it doesn't appear to be. They're probably going to be coming in here in about another 6 laps.
They seem to be kind of relaxed, I've noticed that. They might be, I'll tell you, all these guys, Thomas Holder is on a high right now, like you've never seen. He is driving, he's driving out of his pants, buddy. This guy is driving the wheels off this thing. He has been for day in and day out for the last month or so. Edson's been doing the same thing. You got, Sandy Curtis up here. He's been up here week after week battling. And, of course, Brian Pierce. There's so many guys out here.
Yeah.
Now, Gary Whitmer Sr., they're a little bit off pace right here. He's running around with Brian Pierce right now. But he is another one that's usually running around up here really strong.
And look who joined the party, Randolph Gumbo. I wonder if the West Wing's in chat. I haven't seen anybody from the West Wing in there, but if you're in there from the West Wing, let us know you're there. Hopefully you're having some natty lights or some Michelobes or something tonight.
There it is. That is one of the coolest paint schemes I ever seen. The Cajun outboards. They got an outboard stuck to a crawdad's rear end. I love it.
Yeah, good paint job.
Peg leading the show down at the bottom. He's led 5 laps. Up top, Dirty Don Davis, and he's being pushed by Rudolph Garambeau in the 89 machine. And right behind him, who is it behind him? I'll tell you who it is. It's a guy who's on a freaking mission, and that's Paul Witt in the 429. He's not a happy camper. He's down a lap.
Oh, looks like Randolph might have got a little hot there, pushing Don to the front. He's got to duck out and get some air. He's going to lose that if he's not going. He's going to have to fall back in the pack now.
Yeah, he go way back.
Oh, man. I think he got super hot.
Well, I'll tell you who's hot right now, and that's Paul Witt, and he is shoving that 71 machine right up to the front right now. He wants to get his lap back the hard way. He's going to white-knuckle ride it around there on the steering wheel. He says, forget about the caution laps, boys. I'll get it back the hard way.
Looks like Dirty Don's going to lead that lap, so he gets a bonus point.
Gonna drop him right into the rocking chair, right in front of the Michael Peg. Dirty Don out front in the Western Auto Machine.
I'm telling you, he's still riding on that high from that win a few weeks ago, man. What a driver, He has learned so much in the last couple of years, last couple of seasons here at Lucky Dog Racing. He has learned immensely. He picks up not just from Michael Peg and Paul Witt and, Gary Slapinski, but you got like the champion, Keegan Leahy. Keegan hangs out with these guys right here all the time, helps them with their setup sometimes and races with them now and then too. So, and from what I'm understanding, that special event that we're going to be having, that would be February 11th. Keegan's going to stop by and say hello. We're going to have Buckshot Jones, hopefully, possibly Billy Jones coming in and saying hi. So it's going to be an all-star cast coming out February 11th, and it's going to be right here at Lucky Dog.
I'm kind of hoping maybe I can get off work in time to hop in and say hi and check things out for you.
I hope you do, buddy. I hope you do.
Right now, Dirty Don's in heaven.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, with the Peg right behind him and Cody in there. He's got Paul Witt hanging out on the right side there. Now Paul got him up to the front. Now Paul's hoping maybe he can get a little help there from the 09 of Stephen Ferguson.
Rudolph cooled things down a little bit. Now he's trying to work his way back up. Currently, he's in 9th spot.
Yeah, he'll get back up there. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from the West Wing, so they must not be in chat tonight. Dang.
Some of these guys still way back. See how far they are. They're almost 25 seconds behind your leader right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary Whitmer and Gary Ragland working together there. The Gary and Gary show. And 2 good drivers, too. That's, they just, bad luck tonight, I guess. Just not going to be on their side.
I'll be honest with you. The bad luck seems to be in the freaking air, Rudy. You hear me?
I hear you. I know. But
I'm surprised you didn't hear me from Ohio to Tennessee screaming for help.
Well, I know my phone was blowing up. Hey, I'd do anything for you, Bobby. You know that.
I'll tell you what, guys. For everybody out there that's listening and watching this, I'm going to tell you the real quick story how this guy decided to be the first broadcasting network of MaxspeedTV. He's kind of shy and he doesn't like to admit it, but I know the true story what happened. One night he was sitting on a couch. His wife said, Rudy, you're retired. You need to do something. He's sitting there, pick a toe jam out between his toes. He thought, you know what? I got the face for broadcasting. And this iRacing thing's pretty cool. I think it's going to take off. I'm going to broadcast. And bingo, here we are. MaxspeedTV, the #1 broadcasting network on iRacing.
Hey, I'm Rudy Cummings, and I approve that message.
Yeah, you do. Working on 9,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And that 9,000 subscriber is going to get something really nice, Clark.
I'm hoping we should have reached 10,000 by now, but because I said if we ever reach 10,000, I'd put on a big event and give away money, but we seem to have, hey, they're coming into pit road here.
You scared me to death. I thought you said when you reached 10,000, you was going to, I don't know, strip and run around the parking lot or something.
No.
You got me nervous.
Give away some money in chat, like I've always done. Give away money in chat and give money away to the drivers, and So
Dirty Don, Nagels, all these guys, they come in. Edson, they came in very, very well. Holder came in, not a single problem one on this second pit stop. Very impressive.
Good pit stop by Dirty Don. But Peg, first one out off of pit road. Now Stephen Ferguson stayed out by himself, but he is with a couple of guys here. Okay, he's coming in.
Yeah, these guys are all going to team up now. They're going to get a little extra. Now, this is going to work out good for Paul Witt because now he's got two other guys right here to kind of help him get back into sequence, perhaps. But still, I would imagine Paul Witt is probably absolutely just devastated. Something had to happen on pit road. This guy does not make mistakes, so we're going to chalk it up with an iRacing fluke.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking it's something happened, like I had mentioned there a little bit ago.
Whitmer Sr. and Reglan, they're the only two who's not been into the pits just yet. They should be coming in here pretty soon. And the guy leading the show, here they all come. Michael Pegg out front. Cody Nagels is right there behind him. And look at that, huh? Thomas Holder and Dirty Don. Or Dirty Don and Thomas Holder. And look, Brian Pierce. 3 guys that the 777 Peg's been working with all month long. And look where they're at.
Yep. I guess that says a lot, doesn't it?
That's kind of a common denominator on right there. Who is it? That's Michael Pegg showing the kindness of helping other people.
But I wouldn't count out Cody Nagel because
never
Cody does a lot of the same thing.
Cody is another one.
They're all great out there. They work together so good. Jacob Edson and Brian Pierce, Thomas Holder, they all work together so good. But coming down to that last lap, it's all bets are off.
Oh yeah, there's no friends. There's still some teamwork involved.
Teamwork, yep.
But that's very little, but it is still there. It just depends on who wants to help who what. Hey, I won one last week. We got to get you a win. I'm going to stay right behind you and I'm going to push you and help you. Yep.
Well, now coming up behind Gary Whitmer and Gary Ragland here, they're going to have to pit. They've been out there quite a few laps, so they should be coming into pit road this time.
Looking in the rear bumper of Ragland, and here they come.
Here they come. Yep. Right on cue.
So that's got to put the 777 out front. Cody Nagel's right there behind him. Your top 5 so far? Well, there they are, right on top of your screen. Read them and weep. 39 laps out of 75. 0 cautions so far.
So far, man. That's no big surprise to me. These guys have always been good. Oh, they'll have a fluke race here and there, but it's rare. You know that as well as I do.
Poor old Paul Witt, again, still a lap down, trying to get it back the hard way, race it back. And there he is up top, and he's pushing the 43. Sandy Curtis right up to the front. He drops right down behind his teammate, Cody Nagels. Gonna leave Curtis out there to hang, so he's gonna have to fall back in behind the 89 of Mr. Rudolph Gumbo.
Yeah, poor Sandy Curtis, man, oh man. He had some issues here a couple weeks ago. What was that all about? I forget.
I can't remember. I don't even know what I did this morning. How bad is that?
Well, you're getting as bad as I am then. Old age is setting in, buddy.
I know I did something because the first thing I said this morning, I looked at my wife and said, "Yes, honey, I'm sorry." So I did something.
Oh my God. Well, Cody Nagels went back up to the high side to pick up his buddy Paul Witt. I know those two are joined at the hips. We'll just leave it at that. Those two are good buddies racing all the time. Both running MaxspeedTV cars here tonight. So I think what Cody's trying to do right now is he's trying to keep Paul in that lucky dog position in case a caution does come out.
Definitely. And I'll tell you, there's no two guys that I know that work better as teammates as what Paul Witt and Cody Nagels does. They work so well together.
That is a fact.
And I'll tell you a guy that learned iRacing quicker than anybody I've ever seen, and that will be the 6 of Cody Nagels. I remember when he first started out, they nicknamed him the Nagel Bomb because he always blew up or he always caused the big wreck out in front. Yep. And I watched him run day after day after day, practice. I put him on the MaxspeedTV race team, and look out, man. He made a name for himself. He's won 2 championships already.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a heck of a bowler, and he loves softball, too. So, I mean, this kid's all-around talented.
Well, listen, buddy, I'm going to get off of here and let you go. So good luck with the rest of the race.
You know what? Thanks for stopping in and saying hi, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
Nagels down into the rocking chair. That was the one and only Mr. Rudy Cummins. And that's right, folks. You could thank him for you having to put up with my big mouth. We're going to blame it all on him. Michael Pegg right there doing the pushing still. Gumbo up top pushing. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Let these guys know you appreciate what they're doing. It is not for me. I get paid either way, you like me or not. But these guys, they deserve all the credit out there. I mean, come on, seriously? How many people do you know can go 43 laps in a super speedway and not see a caution yet? Man, Gumbo is really putting the pedal to the metal here. He's got to put Paul Witt right out there in front. Poor old Paul, he so desperately needs a caution. But here's the thing, if he can't get the caution, at least he can help his teammate out. Nine laps since the last time they've been in. Still going to be a while. Yep, they're going to have to stop again, definitely. Hang around with your leader. Hey, why not? We got the chance. I ain't done it yet, and I need a break. Let's crank this mother up. What do you think? Cranking it up is where it's at. You gotta love it. 46 out of 75 in the book. Nagel's down at the bottom of the rocking chair. Safest in your mama's arms. Up top trying to get his lap back. Michael Pegg and the 429 machine. Rudolph Gumbo in the 89 right behind him trying to give him a hand. You can see these guys are getting ready to pounce on some lap traffic up here, so they're either going to go high or they're going to go low and get out of the way, or they're going to get their butt ran over. And these guys are very respectable of each other, so I don't think we got to worry about any of that going on. They will get out of the way for them. You know, I just don't quite understand. We started out with about 18 drivers here. Now this league, the Lucky Dog Super Speedway Series, you see all the sponsors in the left-hand corner. Main one is the fiber optics construction. Well, up into the wall, trying to definitely stay out of the way. You've seen the scrapes. But these guys have so much sponsorship and so much money. Man, you get shirts and jackets and trophies that light up. You get all kinds of stuff from these guys. So there is a lot they're going for. I mean, it's like a kid on Christmas morning under the tree. You get an offer to run with these guys. I mean, that's saying something for you. That means you're a pretty darn clean driver. You're respectable, and you're out just to have fun. And that's what these guys look for. There's no Karens in Lucky Dog. I'm with the 777. You get a good look at the MaxspeedTV number 6. The back end of it anyway. Side view off of Michael Pegg's right. Inside. Now what you're seeing right there in that steering wheel, I don't have my little marker up here to show you, but you can see it. That's exactly the type of telemetry that's going on inside his house in his rig. I'm surprised that iRacing, they got it dialed in so well, I'm surprised that he can't wave at you and that hand come up on that car and wave back. They really have it dialed in exactly what the driver does. Curtis trying to get a little help on the outside, and he's got the 52 right there with him. And that is Gary Whitmer Sr. Edson worked his way up here. Now he's currently 8th. And this is what he's looking at. Now he might just be playing possum back here. Kind of hanging out, relaxing. Not getting caught up in the shuffle up there too much. Taking it easy. Until it's time to pounce. We used to have a guy in another league that I had broadcasted. He was so good for that. Gabe Butler was his name. I used to call him the Snake. He would hang out in the back and just wait and watch. And before you know it, he's got you. How about your lap leaders? Well, you got Nagels at 14, Peg at 8, Dirty Don at 5, Edson at 2, Paul Witt at 12, Chris Hogue 2, and the 09 machine, Ferguson, he's also led 2. Hope everybody's having a pretty good Saturday. Believe me, mine started out like crap. But the Lucky Dogs has made it all better. Well, that and a little help from Rudy. Coming up on some more lap traffic. They'll stay high up out of the way. We'll be looking at one more pit stop. The money stop, they call it. The money stop. Everything's got to be done right. Boy, wouldn't it just suck? You lead a lot of laps, you're up front, you're having fun, you make 2 really good pit stops, and then that last one, the money stop, you make one tiny little mistake. But right now, everybody is playing nicely. Paul Witt trying to get that lap back. Still. Right in the middle. Gumbo up top with a little bit of help from the 33, Gary Reglan. Here's a shot at Gary. He started 11th. How about Thomas Holder? Started 3rd. He's been battling up here around the 3rd, 4th, 5th place all evening long. As they get ready to come in, this is the money stop. This is where it gets a little nervous. You see them locking them bad boys up coming in. And when you're coming in, I'm not kidding you. You're going to laugh at me, but I swear it's... I mean, they're all like a herd of turtles. That's how slow it is coming down pit road. So you can see how easy it is to get caught speeding. Now the 43 machine, he's going to be in the lead. That's Sandy Curtis and Rudolph Gumbo right there behind him. Look to be seeing these guys pop in here in the next lap or two. And here they come now. Half of them anyway. Yeah, I think they realize, oh, I better get in here. Coming in hot, the 43. Coming in way hot. He came in so hot I can't find him. There he is. Sideways. That's going to leave a mark. I don't think he really planned on pitting, or it snuck up on him a little quick, or he realized everybody else was, and he took off, trying to slam the brakes on him. When he did, that puppy just went right around with him. In and out. Michael Pegg, Cody Nagels. Now these two cats, Holder and Pierce, I'm going to call them the students of Michael Pegg up front there leading. They'll team up together right here, and they'll catch these guys. And not only that, but look here in the back. Behind that, you've got Dirty Don and Jacob Edson. But don't worry about that little gap that you're looking at. Not a big deal. With the 20 laps to go, they are going to hook up and they're going to catch up. Everybody having a good time watching the race? If you are, just type in there, hell yeah. At least let me know you're breathing, will you? Quiet bunch tonight. As you can tell, I'm a big mouth. I don't do quiet. Here they come. Now they're all going to meet back up. Whoa, Dirty Don up into the wall hard. Now, whether or not he had a little help from Jacob Edson, I am not sure. All I know is he hit that wall real hard, and he's going to probably lose this draft. As you can see, they're starting to go off into Wild Blue Yonder up there. He is going to lose that draft with no help. There'll be another cat that's praying for a caution. John Black, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well with you, buddy. And that's right. I got MaxspeedTV shirts being made once again. And you're going to get one, I promise you. Because I know you'll wear it proudly. Somebody's got your other one. I don't know who it is. Hopefully they're wearing it. Not using it for a car wash towel. Dirty Don, way off the charts. Up against the wall, hit the wall. Don't know if he had a little help or not, but it's definitely not going to make his day. Brayman, how you doing? That's going to be from the Mafia. Whoa. Oh, yeah, we got the fans out here with their drivers. If I'm not mistaken, I think Raymond slams it up on the big screen TV and cranks the stereo up. It's not because his wife likes to hear my voice either. It's because he just gets all giddy and excited when I do the crank it up. I think his neighbors don't like him. I think that's why he does it. Peg down on the bottom leading the show right now with 16 to go at the line. Nagels doing the pushing. Up top, Brian Pierce and Thomas Holder working together. Nagels goes all the way up, and he almost bottlenecked those two behind him. Holder had no choice. He couldn't get out of it. He had to take it to the high side, or he was going to just pile right into the 57, because he checked up for Nagels. I mean, Nagels, talking about earlier about sticking it where it won't fit, but they make it fit. That's what Cody just did. I don't know how he did it. Him and his crew chief must be right on. Holder on the outside, getting the help, though. Look at that. Brian Pierce doing some shoving. It's going to stick him all the way down to the rocket chair in front of Michael Pegg. Thomas Holder right now, higher than a 6-year-old and a bag full of cotton candy. Pegg, what's he going to do? Watch him. He's going to back out of it, and he's going to hop right back in. Now let's see what he's going to do. He's going to help somebody. That's why he did that. Can you imagine having a guy out there that really could care less if he wins or not, but he does like to help people? That's a whole different thing in the equation that nobody even thinks about. Raymond's son, that's a bunch of bull crap. Put football on instead of me. I'll let it slide. By the way, I pray to God my little buddy Purdy whoops Seattle's butt. You want to talk about an underdog success story? Right there it is. I think it's like 5 or 6 in a row he's won. Down in the bottom, here comes Pierce. Now the 52, he's pretty happy right where he's at. Why? Well, because he's on the lead lap, that's why. Thank you, Raymond. I'm glad to hear they won. I'm a happy camper now. $13 to go at the line. Holder taking a peek on the outside, and look out. He's got help from Paul Witt, the 429 machine. And I mean, he's got some help. All right, Raymond, that'll work for me. Next Saturday night at 10 o'clock. Whoa, give him a little touch on that left side. Woke him up a little bit, I'll tell you that. I bet his butt pucker factor was about a 9 right there because Paul was pushing him so hard he caught him in that left side. And let's put it this way, I bet that wheel shook in his hand really hard, real fast. In the middle, zero help whatsoever, the McDonald's machine. He's going to hop in for somebody here and get a little help. Now Nagels is going to do a little pushing. Is he going to be able to get him up there to drop down into that bottom side? Yes, he is. Whoa, up into the wall. Trouble. That might be our first caution, if I can find it. I don't know. I don't know who it was. I'm looking. That's Gary, right? No, it wasn't Gary. For the love of God, I don't know who it was, folks. Whoever it was, he wrecked himself out, and he didn't have to worry about throwing a caution. He must have gathered it up quickly. It was a 19. That's who it was. Ben Gear. I think Ben Gear broke a gear. He got to go in and get fixed. 11 to go with the line. Pierce on the bottom. Well, it's nice to know I'm first, up front, foremost, and present on our Saturday and Mondays. I certainly appreciate that. Pierce takes it up high. Now, if these guys can, if he could take Cody along with him, they could drop down into that bottom. And there, Cody takes it right away. He says, nah, you ain't got to take it, I am. So he does. He's going to hang down here on the bottom. Woo, the 09's beating the bumper off the 57 there, Pierce. Riding with... Let's go back to the... Where's that? Here he is. Hey, he's fighting to get his lap back. Him and Paul Witt both. But you know what? Paul Witt's got to get himself up there in position to get that lap if we happen to have a caution. Speaking of which, well, there's your race summary. As you can tell, 0 cautions, 22 lead changes. They ought to call this the Skilled Dog Racing League. Ain't no luck to it here. These guys are good. And they're about ready to get jiggy with it. Here's where things start to get a little bit crazy. Right now, Cody Nagel's best friend is at 52, Gary Whitmer. He is a lap down, but boy, look at him push that number 6 machine. Peg right there behind him. But I'm impressed right now with this top line. These 3 cats right here. Holder to 57, Pierce. And don't count out. Remember what I told you about the snake? The little sneaky snake? Here it comes, the 44, Jacob Edson. 8 laps to go. He's still kind of sizing them up here. Holder making a real good move. He's got Brian Pierce right there, giving him some help. If he can just clear that 6 machine. He's giving it all he can give. But you can see that inside line catches up in those turns. Nagel's right here in the bottom. I don't know. He must have promised that 52 Gary Whitmer. There he goes. Now Holder was able to come down. But he must have promised Gary an ice cream cone or something, or a 6-pack after this race. Because, buddy, Gary Whitmer is really doing some great pushing. Right now, Holder's right where he wants to be. And Nagels is not a selfish guy. And neither's a teammate of Paul Witt in 429. 2 good friends up here. 2 teammates behind him pushing. 2 good friends up front, 1 and 2. I'm sure both of them don't care if which one wins it, as long as it's one of them. Holder, I think he's won one race already and come in second or third here the other night. He has been on a tear. He's got it together. Gotten some help. Out front, Nagel's pushing. 6 to go at the line. Nagel's thinking about going high. Here's where that 52 of Gary Whitmer Sr. can really help things out. Get underneath there and push, push, push so Nagels can't drop down in front. Too late. Nagels already took it. Now Holder's going to be the guy pushing. And take a look at that. Whitmer Sr. doing some shoving of his own. He's got to push them both right back up front of Nagels. So Holder, he sees the front one more time here. I'm going to tell you what, folks. 5 to go at the line. If, by chance, Thomas Holder can pull this thing off and win, when I interview him, you're going to think he won the Mega Millions. That's just how humble he is, how thankful and excited he is. But I got to give kudos out to that 52 machine. Whitmer Sr., he has been pushing. He's a lap down. Here comes Edson looking for some help. And guess who's behind him? Michael Pegg is, that's who. They get that momentum going to that outside line. Don't be surprised if Nagels don't jump up there and grab some of it. Pierce up to the high line now. Now you got 3 cars on that outside. 3 in the bottom, 2 in the middle. And right there, Paul Witt drops all the way down to the bottom. It's going to leave Cody hang out to dry right here in the middle, but it looks like, yeah. Holder's got to go into the middle now and pick up Nagels. But Edson is pushing. And I mean, he's pushing. Three to go. Holder's going to drop it right back into the rocking chair again. He says, you know what? I really like it right here, boys. I think I'm going to stay here. Now the 09 machine. Ferguson is also a lap down. You got 3 cars up here that are a lap down, pushing and a helping. The 09's a lap down. These cats are in trouble way back here. It's all going to be between this cluster. Now, the ones that are a lap down, if I can get it right, the 09 Ferguson is a lap down. Whitmer Sr. is a lap down in the 52. And Paul Witt. Right now, if I was Thomas Holder, I would be screaming over team speak. Paul Witt, baby. Hit me again, but this time put some stank on it. Coming up with 1 to go at the line. Holder in the bottom, Nagels in the middle. Brian Pierce up high. 1 to go right here. Are they going to be able to keep this thing nice and clean? Or is it going to get a little bumpy? Now you can see them. See how close they are down in the bottom? Holder, Nagels. Nagels is no dummy. He's keeping it way down, pinched down there. He's trying to side draft. Trying to pull that bottom line back to him. There's 3 cars on the bottom, 2 in the middle. That right there is a very, very veteran move that he was trying to pull off. Paul Witt, he ain't gonna let up for nothing in the world right now. He's got it buried. He's gonna keep it right there as they come around. I don't think, unless that third line, whoa, they're pushing hard. Here it comes. Who's gonna get it done? Who's gonna win this bad boy? I'll tell you who's gonna win it. Here they come, real close. Nope, Paul Witt's got to see to it. Thomas Holder is your winner, folks. Oh, boy. Holy crap, and pass the Tylenol. There he is, your race winner. Thomas Holder, again. With a little bit of help from that guy. And a little bit of help from, well, where's he at? Where's that? That guy right there. There he is. Holder was first. Nagels came in second. Jacob Edson, the Snake, came in third. Brian Pierce fourth. Michael Pegg fifth. Rudolph Gumbo comes in with sixth. Sandy Curtis seventh. Dirty Don Davis eighth. Gary Whitmer Sr. ninth, and 10. Stephen Ferguson. Come on up and burn her down, baby. Thomas Brothers Country Ham. Well, right now, Thomas Holder's going to be your ham right here at Dega. There's your winner, Thomas Holder. We're going to come back. We're going to talk with Holder, Nagels, Brian Pierce. A few of these guys get their take on the race, huh? And what a race it was. MaxspeedTV's Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Don't you guys go anywhere. We'll chat with these guys. You got to hear this interview with Thomas Holder. It's going to be wild. We'll be right back right after this.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
You see my little caution thingy right there, right? Well, I didn't get to use it tonight. Hardly ever get to do with these guys. Your race summary is pretty simple. 0 cautions, 28 lead changes. That's why they shouldn't call it the lucky dogs. It should be the skillful dogs, in my opinion. But anyway, let's talk to some of these guys. Brian Pierce. Boy, you was quite racy tonight.
Yeah, I try from time to time.
I know you had a blast. Now, I know Peg's been working with you and Holder, and believe you me, it is paying off. I mean, you guys are up here just about all night long battling out. I'm going to say it's probably, you had to have a blast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tonight was a good race, darn good race. A bunch of back and forth. And, bunch of discussion in team speak, that's for sure.
Well, you started fifth. You finished fourth. You led 4 laps. Got some points. That's important. Who all do you want to thank, boss, before I let you get out of here? Enjoy your weekend.
Well, first and foremost, got to thank good Lord above. Wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him and the family, and Michael Pegg and Georgia Limousine, and Fiber Optics Construction. And just basically everybody showing up. It makes the work that I do on the league worth it, to have all these guys showing up to race.
If you guys want to check out his work that he does on the league, you want to go to the website and take a look at that bad boy. That is by far class act #1 website. Best website I've ever seen for an iRacing league. All right, Brian, I want you to have yourself a great weekend, buddy. Congratulations on your 4th place finish, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, next, Cody. Cody, my man. I just found out something tonight about your mom, Cody.
Yeah. What's that?
She's one of my fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 2 now. I'm all giddy.
Jeez.
Hey,
That's
nice
good.
job. Started second. You led 21 laps of this bad boy. You had MaxspeedTV right up there all night long. Having some fun, as you normally do. What did you think about the last few laps of that race?
Oh, as always. I mean, I expect a clean finish and got just that. No cautions, as you had said. 28 lead changes and a very strong, what I consider a very strong field. Everyone in here is clean. They know what they're doing, and we can run 100 laps. We can run, I mean, this was a 76-lap race, but we could go 100-plus laps, no cautions, easy. These guys are smart. They race like it, and I'm proud to be in the league, and I think that's about it, man. I don't know. I just expect it anymore. It's crazy. And not a lot of leagues can do this.
I gotta tell you, Cody, you're like my, how can I say this? You're like the little guy, the little runt, the little guy that is in T-ball, and he'd swing 1,000 times, couldn't hit the ball sitting on the pole, and everybody laughs, and then turn right back around the next year. Everybody was afraid of him. And that's exactly how you were. I mean, I'm telling you what, man. Week in, week out, you're always winning. Racing, if you're not winning, you're racing for the win. I'm just so happy. I watched my little buddy be a nobody to a superstar. You're Purdy Jr., you know that?
Well, I appreciate that, man. It's crazy, it used to be if I'd be out here, someone would see me up front, they'd almost push me just like, oh, that guy hasn't won a race or he ain't up here a lot. And now they're ready to push someone else. And I've noticed, like, not just this league, like it's just across the board. I've noticed people being a little less willing to push me from time to time, and it's really none of my doing. It's just I feel like now I need to adjust the way I race and be a little bit more methodical about where I put my car on the track, because I need to make sure I know who I got all around me at all times, because people are less willing to push a guy when he wins a couple times. So I just gotta learn that a little bit now, which is fine. It makes you better, so I look forward to the challenge.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put that car on a track. It's never a dull moment with that number 6 is on there. Cody, you take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. Let me get everything set up for you. Here he is, folks. Thomas Holder. I told you guys at the beginning of this race, there was 3 cats you better watch out for because they've really got some good momentum going. One of them was this guy. The other one was Brian Pierce that finished 4th. And the other one was also Jacob Edson that finished 3rd. So 1, 3, and 4 was my predictions tonight to watch out for. And sure enough, a winner, Thomas.
Thank you there, buddy. I appreciate it, Bobby. Yeah, it was fun racing. It was a blast running with these guys, and yeah, it feels good to get another win here in the Lucky Dog Super Speedway Series.
Telling you what, that's all you're doing is winning here, buddy. You got 2 on your belt right now, and we're only this is only race number 7, I believe. That's it, and you are already a double winner right here.
Well, you got another fan, and that's me, because you keep rooting me to the front, and I appreciate all you say about us and your support, what you do for the league here, man. Couldn't do it without you.
Well, tell you what, all I'm doing is I'm just saying what my eyes is seeing. You guys are doing all the work, but I'll tell you, it's some great racing. Thomas, I'll tell you what, buddy, you've been my underdog at the beginning of this entire season, and you're my pick for this championship. And man, I'll tell you, I ride around that track with you, even though I broadcast, but out of all these guys, and I love them all, but for some reason why, I really feel I think this season could be your greatest opportunity. And man, I hope to God that I can interview you as a champion. I'll tell you what, you're on your right path. Who do you want to thank, buddy, before I let you get out of here?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the good Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior, and want to thank my beautiful wife, Natalie. She supports me in this 100%, and I couldn't do it without her. I want to thank you, of course, for all the great telecasting that you do for us here. I want to thank Michael Pegg and Brian for the league, and it's the greatest league there is out there to be running in, and I appreciate all they do. And I want to thank Billy Jones, FOC. Couldn't do it without him and his support, and all the other sponsors we have in here, and I couldn't do it without my teammates here. Not really official teammate with Cody and Paul, but man, I tell you, these 2 guys been supporting me and pulling me along, and couldn't have done it at all tonight without Paul pushing me there at the end, sticking with me. Gary Whitmer, I want to give a big shout out for him, because he was helping me as well. So that's my appreciative thoughts for tonight with everybody that raced, and man, I just couldn't. I'm ecstatic. Kind of toning it down, you probably can tell, but I'm just blowing up inside right now, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time I interview and you win a race, you better not hold anything inside.
Oh, I probably won't.
All right.
If I get another win, y'all be
all right
off the roof, buddy.
All right, you get out of that rig, relax, take it easy, grab yourself a nice cold soda or some sweet iced tea, and congratulate yourself, brother, because you're the winner tonight in the Lucky Dog Super Speedway race number 7 out of this season. Congratulations. You be safe. Enjoy your weekend, brother. We'll see you.
Thank you, Bobby. See you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I had gremlins starting out. Big-time gremlins. Missed the first 5 laps of the race. Got a little help from my man, Rudy Cummins. Brought it back. What a job. Caution-free race right here. Lucky Dog's your winner, Thomas Holder. Everybody, have yourself a wonderful weekend and a safe weekend. Grab a loved one. Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Why? Because I think that's a great thing to do from now on for this new year. You guys take care of yourselves. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV. I'm out of here. See ya.